All right, man, let's talk about the Pistons. So apparently the schedule already started to leak, and they got some historic games. MLK game, 6 p.m. on NBC Peacock. So now I think I'm gonna be NBC and Peacock. I don't, they trying to drive everything to a streaming service now. But first and foremost, they'll be playing the Cleveland Cavaliers October 27th on the first NBA game streamed on Peacock. And I'm just tired of them trying to get people to come to their apps and shit. Like, come on, man. I gotta pay for Peacock to watch basketball. Why can't basketball be back on NBC? Y'all just put it on NBC. NBC ain't got nothing that I watch in general. I don't even watch regular TV. Like, I'm pretty sure they ain't got nothing that I want to see. But I get it. They want to challenge the American. They want to challenge the American pockets. Real talk. Tired of that shit. But it is what it is. We got other ways of watching it. You know how we get down. So, oh my God, bro. Telling y'all. Even late at night. Yeah, I got idea what that semi truck drive us. But yeah, I mean the Cleveland game gonna be lit for sure. I mean they had some really good games last year. Really competitive, the whole thing with JB Bickerstaff and stuff. So yeah, it's definitely gonna be. That's a good game. I mean it's also an honor too for the NBA to allow the Pistons to break ground on Peacock. I didn't like when they made Kansas City and Miami Dolphins. We already know going to win that game a couple years ago. When they made that the first playoff game on NBA, like, come on, man, make this shit accessible. It's like, y'all know people dollars ain't going as far. It's already hurt, but now y'all want to charge people for a platform or whatever. But it is what it is. The prices of 2019 and pre-2020 or 2020 and before that, they ain't coming back. That's a fact. They are not coming back. Those prices, it's a wrap. Old Yellow ain't coming back. So I mean, it is what it is, But yeah, I think it's an honor. I think Cleveland, should be honored as well. It's a good matchup. They're a good basketball team. We know that. We're a good basketball team trying to prove we could be another good one this year. I think Cleveland is going to be well. They built for the regular season. And October 27th, you know what I'm saying? So I don't know if Michael Jordan is going to be speaking on that game or commentating or whatever the situation may be. But I know his shit will be strictly educational purpose, and I don't think he's going to break ground on Peacock. They should have him the first day, but he don't like Detroit. He don't like Detroit, but I mean, I like that. I think it's an honor for the Detroit Pistons. I think it's an honor for the Detroit Pistons to break ground. So I think it's a good game, and so be it. On the Peacock app. And really, I think the NBA ain't had this much parity in quite some time. The parity in the NBA is ridiculous. So, So I think it'll be fun. I don't really know outside of OKC Thunder. We'll see what's going on with Minnesota and the injuries. For Boston and the Knicks. I mean not Boston, but Boston, not the Knicks, but Boston and Indiana. That really hurt some things. So parity is killing. We had a Hawks fan in there saying, "I don't believe until my team do it," and I feel them. But I really like the Hawks on paper, and there's some rumors going out there that they trying to pair Trae Young with Giannis in Milwaukee. I don't know how true they were, but I doubt it. I mean, maybe at some point if it's not working in Atlanta, it ain't. But Atlanta got a good team. I mean, Jalen Johnson, I like him a lot. Dyson Daniels, I like him a lot. So yeah, it'd be interesting to see pretty much, how it goes. But damn, so I must be going down you. But yeah, it'd be interesting, man. But the Boston game, MLK, 6 o'clock, and I think it's simultaneously. Don't quote me on it. Streaming on Peacock and NBC. Seemed like a prime time spot. Most of us have had that day off. I'm not sure if it's at Boston or if it's at Cleveland or whatever. So excuse me, but that's the game. If it's at Detroit, I would like to go to. I went to the Boston game when they came here the first time last year. and Jason Tatum had like a 25 or 30 piece in like the first quarter. So I would like, honestly, I would like to, I would like to go to that game, man. But yeah, like I said, Boston, they talked a lot of shit. Jaylen Brown, he talked shit. Jason Tatum probably done for the year. So with that being the case, they gonna gang up on Jaylen Brown. But then again, Boston traded a lot of pieces. Also, he could be traded. Some rumors that he was in some trade talks. They got rid of Drew Holiday, so I mean, shit, So yeah, we'll see what happens. But yeah, we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. But yeah, that'll be a good game, and it's quick how the guards changing in sports, and I don't really think I don't really think it's no surprise. To be honest with you, I don't think it's no surprise. With how these athletes are getting injured, like anything can happen at the drop of a dime. I'm literally trying to get away from cars, and they like get behind me, which is crazy. But yeah, that's what it is. Let's see what happened with the Pistons in Boston, and I think honestly it's gonna be an interesting year. I think Boston is a little bit still be in the mix, but it's just a year. Don't be surprised if they don't have a down year and get the number one pick or some shit. They always helping out Boston, but Pistons, getting a couple feature games already on NBC. They're already getting TV games, so it's good to see. I think opening night is gonna be. I can't remember. I think it might be Houston and OKC or LA and Houston, or I don't know. I think I seen something about opening night, so I heard they be rolling out like 2K mad early. I remember the NBA like live and shit. That's what I used to play. I played 2K, competitively, maybe in a little bit in the tens, a little bit. But I played 2K5 was my favorite one though. But I heard they rolling it out early these days, man. I remember when Live used to come out, man, right before the season, man. That was some good shit, man. When Live used to make a good basketball game, man. The one with Kid and Vince Carter and Melo on the cover. Man, I used to have the one where like 2000 or '01 with Tim Duncan on the cover. And you had to beat Michael Jordan to unlock them. I come from that era. 989 Sports, Game Day, NFL Game Day, Shootout, NBA Shootout. Remember Hakeem Olajuwon was on the cover? I'll tell y'all this about EA Sports. I'm gonna tell you, EA Sports ain't really been shit ever. Let me say that again. EA Sports ain't really been shit ever. I played as a kid for the most part. I played Madden off and on. But Madden, I never played Madden. I never was an avid Madden buyer. I was a 989 guy, MLB 2000 or NBA Shootout or NFL Game Day, a quarterback club. I forgot who made quarterback club. We never really played EA Sports like that until it became mandatory, or they had a good gear, like with Ray Lewis on the cover. Then you had, what was it, NFL 2K5, I think, with Terrell Owens on the cover. If that was 2K5 and NBA 2K5, that was two of the best. Ben Wallace and Terrell Owens. So I never that. Madden never was my number one choice as a kid. EA was never my number one choice. I played everything but EA. You know what I'm saying? Real talk. Now, NHL 94, I think that was EA. That's one of the greatest sports games they ever made. They still have like websites and shit. I have it still. They also have websites dedicated to that game. But I never played. Madden wasn't really always first. We played more Blitz than Madden most years. You know what I'm saying? So Madden really, like the sales might say it, but popularity wise, like it was years that we did play Madden. Like Culpepper on the cover, Ray Lewis on the cover, and after a point, it was really no other competition. Like when McNabb 08, 07 on the court. But honestly, I played everything but Madden growing up. Everything but EA growing up. Live here and there when they made good shit in the late 90s, mid 90s, late 90s, early 2000s. But it was quarterback club, game day, blitz, NBA streets, NFL, like, yeah. NBA ballers or the ballers, yeah, played everything but EA for the most part, for most years, unless they had really good years. But yeah, it is what it is, man. I appreciate y'all for tapping in. Check out the Detroit Pistons Talk playlist. Hit the link tree. You can find me everywhere there. Peace.